Hi guys, it's Amazing Purple Girl back with another Steam Next Fest demo. This one is Camera Anima. So again, I can't remember anything about it, so we'll just get into it. Assets and events will differ in the final release. Okay. Credits is automatically unlocked, but notifications will still play. Fine. Do I click? Probably. Yeah. 1, 2, the bell tolls late. 3, 4, don't forget your face. 5, 6, don't stay out late. 7, 8, don't meet his face. 9, 10. I still have it. It's exactly how Mum would have sang it. Though I suppose Mum would chastise me for remembering the song but not doing what it says. Despite her mirth, Giselle self-consciously touched the blue mask tied around her neck, her face. I wonder if she would have accepted carrying your face with you instead of wearing it. Probably not, but no one is here to argue otherwise. It was half an hour past curfew. Most shops and public spaces were closed, save core businesses and transit. Even on Aird, the Awaya Isles chief industrial island, most of its factory workers were gone by now. Essie, where are you? Huh? That's the cloud warning. All citizens of Awaya understood the horn's message. Heavy clouds were passing over the Sky Isles, and it was best to get inside. Oh dear. Oh no, not now. Essie's not here yet. As you can see, this is a visual novel. I remember that now. Giselle could only watch as the sky changed and the air chilled. A thick blanket of cloud rolled over the street, coating everything and everyone in it with cold droplets. Ha! Ha! Goodness, she'd have to be late on a cloudy night. How long has it been? I should check the time. It's after 10. Essie said her bosses would want her to make up time, but it's been over an hour. Surely they aren't going to keep her overnight. I'll freeze before then. But even if they did, Essie wouldn't stand me up without sending me a message. I'll have to keep myself busy until the cloud passes or Essie gets here. Then we can go somewhere warm, make spiced tea and talk the night away. Huh? A cleaner? This late? Okay. Really, people ought to know better. The bin's only a few steps away. A cleaner should pick this up later, but there's no reason I can't make things a bit easier for it. Copper Man Times illustrated daily newspaper. The Artisan strikes again. Faceless woman found dead in White Temple Road. Kelly Durwood, a faceless, was found dead on Aird Island after curfew yesterday. Durwood was found on one of the park benches in Aird General Park by the park's maintenance. The worker, who wishes to remain anonymous, stated that they were completing a second sweep of the park when they found Durwood. I think I've said that 3 times differently 3 times now. Constables have not confirmed Durwood as an Artisan victim, but initial diagnosis matches previous victims. The body was found stylistically arranged with no signs of struggle. Cause of death appears to be body failure. Method or weapon remains unknown. If is confirmed as an Artisan killing. 25th known victim. Durwood's family could not be reached for comment. According to her landlady, Durwood was an immigrant from the lower lands and suspected of managing late-night liaisons. The Artisan murders began over 40 years ago after Mary a faceless, fought, and that's all I can read. Oh, this is today's paper. Her fingers reflexively touched her mask. It's a little wonder I've been thinking about that song all day. The sensationalism around the newest Artisan attack is making me paranoid. I must get that under control. It's making me act silly. I'll dispose of this later. Copperman Times newspaper added to inventory. During blah. Move the cursor. Yeah. Okay. Equip items by clicking. Only available if item is equipped. Correct item. Okay. It's foggy. Shoot, the cloud's growing thicker. My shirt is soaked through and I barely see a hand. Maybe her bosses are making her work overnight. If they are, I doubt she would fight them on it. Oh, Essie. If I showed up and complained on her behalf, I'm sure she would throw a fit. But really, this is unreasonable. It is. I call that fog rather than cloud. What was that? That sounds awfully noisy for a cleaner. I didn't think they were capable of sounding like that. I'm being paranoid again. Even if it isn't a cleaner, stray automatons are all over this island. It was only once Giselle was streets away from the plaza that she looked back. Nothing. Goodness, I'm running from shadows now. There's no reason to be afraid of an automaton, no matter how noisy it is. It sounded awfully big, though. This isn't helping. Instead of throwing myself in a tizzy over shadows, I should worry over getting out of this cloud. I'm a little warmer now, but if I stay out much longer, I'll likely get sick. I'm far away from the meeting spot now, too. Oh, now that I think of it, the factory's up the hill. If Essie's still there, maybe there's someone else around who can let me in. No one can judge a poor, concerned, frozen lady who wishes to check on her dearest sister, can they? I guess not. There, finally. Thankfully, the cloud hasn't reached here yet. Sibylla, patron of crafters, we have a statue of her in the hat shop, too. We take much better care of her, though. Her staff looks like it's ready to come off. No? Oh, I must have misclicked. I should remember that paranoid thoughts often come from silly things. I used to have nightmares about the story about the man who stepped onto a loose grating and fell all the way to the lower lands. Nothing will happen if I step on this grate, and nothing will happen tonight because I had a little scare. Ring the bell. A bell! This has to be connected to a call system. Ah! As Giselle pulled on the bell, the strap that held the clapper loosened. Oh dear. Oh, no, no. She watched as the clapper slipped past her fingers and fell into the grating below. Oh dear. Oh dear, 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 dear. The clapper's a hair out of reach. If only I had something to fish it out. What about this? Yes. Sibella's pole that has a hook in it. It's pretty long. Something like this would probably be long enough to reach down the grate. Oh, no, no, no. What am I thinking? I'll curse myself. I might lose my ability to make hats. I might get arrested. Essie would never let me live it down if she found out. But I can't stay out here. If Essie were here, she would have already pulled the pole off and said to worry about apologising later. Sibylla, please show me leniency. She's very superstitious. Got it. Statue pole added to inventory. Right, how do I get... I was in the right place. Okay. The pole should be long enough to reach the clapper. Good, I worked that one out then. Got it. Okay, so... key. There, nice and snug. The bell's probably in better condition than when I touched it. All that's left is to ring the bell and wait. Okay. Finally, here goes. How can they ignore all the noise? Are you sure anyone's in there? Please don't tell me someone decided they can't be bothered to answer the door. Or perhaps they don't even bother to maintain the call system. Giselle blew into her hands, frustration replaced by a need to conserve heat. Hang it all, my blouse was starting to dry too. What's that noise again? Uh-oh. No way, the automaton followed me? That's ridiculous. It was only supposed to be paranoia and the automaton's heading this way. I need to get inside. Huh. Maybe, no. Okay. There's nothing I can do. No. I don't see how to get inside. No, unequip that. I don't know how. There's nothing showing. There's the bell. This great. That great. And she's still there. Please don't tell me I've cursed myself. I can't, even if I wanted to use another part of Sibylla. Nothing else will come off. Fair. Oh, I run out of time. Damn. Without turning around, Giselle knew. The automaton was there. I ran out of time, didn't I? It was much bigger than a cleaner. She thought so, with how loud its movements were. However, even through the thick cloud, she now realised it stood well over her. Her back pressed flush against the door, trembling fingers locked around the mask on her neck. Unwillingly, the last part of the song came back to her. There was a line she had omitted earlier. Oh dear, this is a bad ending. She never liked including it because it wasn't something she could laugh about. 9, 10, never wake again. Great. I failed. Oh no. Ooh, he's creepy. Ow, scrap. Oh, it's Essie now. What happened? There was a rhythmic thudding in her head, which only slightly lessened as Essie opened her eyes. Oh yeah. This is the factory workshop, right? Wait, why is that even a question? I basically grew up here. And what am I even doing here? I left ages ago. I shouldn't be here. I need to get out before... Ow! What's wrong with my head? Everything's foggy. I should know this place, but I can't concentrate right. It's like my head's running short a gear or two, and the headache's not helping. It doesn't matter. I might not remember why I need to go, but I know there's somewhere else I have to be at. Better get going. Okay. I'm not here to work. I need to get out of here. Yeah, you've got a fuzzy head. Voice pipes. We were supposed to just use them to shout messages at each other, but they were pretty handy for moving small items around. Beat running up and down the stairs for a tool or paper. Oh, mask. That's my face. I'd recognise Mum's work anywhere. What are you doing there? Can I not pick it up? Huh. Okay. There's a door. Ah, okay. What the? Damn it, someone must have locked me in. Spare key should still be around though. If I remember right, it should be around... Scrap, can't remember. Guess I'd better start looking around. If I don't find it first, maybe if I look hard enough, something will remind me. It looks like maybe I was supposed to fail outside. Oh, now she can get her face. My face, I can't leave it there. She lifted the mask off the hook and placed it in its usual spot, tied around her neck and rested on her back. Mum always insisted we keep these with us whenever we went out. Said we had to. She'd say it was because we were blue rank, or because the smuggle hurt our eyes, or because it'd be a waste not to wear something she'd crafted just for us. The reason that worked best was, you need your masks, because if you don't, the artisan's going to get you. My head feels a little clearer. Okay. That's locked. Door's thick, made to muffle distractions from the outside and contain accident damage. Great for limiting cleanup. Sucks if you're on the inside when the explosion went off. The voice pipes go to the upper levels. Maybe someone's still around and can unlock the door. Ahem. Hello. Maybe. Oh, no, it's the automaton. What was that? It didn't sound like any of the factory's automatons or machines. Forget that thing. I'll find my way out. Right, so we're back to this side. Oh dear, her head's very foggy. There's nothing to do this side. My old phlogiston machine, thank you. It's in the same shape as when I started, down to the dents and the loose knob. Bet it still shuts off on its own too. Kids never get first pick of the good equipment. Bosses said it was a seniority thing. We have to reward workers who show true dedication to Marley and Marley, instead of running off once they've got them a job elsewhere, or they got a workers' college certificate and realised they could do better. I never liked working here, but it's not like I had a choice. We needed money and Mum wasn't around. Bosses used to say I should be grateful that the factory's never short on work. They weren't wrong there. This place kept me as busy right up until... Wait a tick. How many years has it been since I worked here? My head feels a little clearer. Looking around. Oh, I found a drawer. Let's see. Maybe the key's in here. There's something shoved at the back. It's metallic too. Almost got it. Essie pulled out a thin, elegantly shaped piece of metal that jabbed her heart. A wire flower. I think it's... No. This has to be the one I made. Why is it here? It was supposed to be for her. I can't deal with this. Not right now and not like this. But I'm kind of happy to see it still in one piece. She gently tucked the wire flower back into the drawer. Okay. My head feels a little clearer. That's it. Things are still foggy, but my head's clearing up enough. I know where the key is. Oh, good. No wonder I wanted to forget. The reminder was a stupid joke. If you're ever feeling lost, remember to go hit the books. Books, you say? These look like books, don't they? Essie. Basic primer in phlogiston refinery. A clean workplace is a clean home. Time management tips. We used to have a bunch of cereals stash here. Too bad we were told to remove them for being a distraction. If I remember it right, the key should be in this one. Essie flipped through the pages of the book until she reached the back pages. Hidden behind a sticky page was a compartment. Got it. Spare key. Good, good. Let's go use it. Finally, time to get out of here. What? The door's stuck on something. Someone jammed something into the bottom gap. Oh, bloody Nora. Nothing else useful here. So what do I do? Back where I was? Nothing else in there. Oh no, the flower's in there. She won't touch it though. Nothing there. Years later, I still have every page of some of these books memorised. There's nothing else that'll help me though. Can we look at the codex? Probably, yeah, the phlogiston. A fire-based elemental used to contain and release large amounts of energy. It is a volatile, highly combustible element that requires careful refinement. Goodness me, I can't speak. A mast, part of the Awaya Isles class system. Masts are ranked from blue to red to purple in ascending order of status. Well, of course I'm highest. Those without masks are seen as second-class citizens expected to work and earn a face. Okay. I'm not going to look at all of this. If you want to, you can look at the demo yourself. Yeah, no. Okay, return. So there's nothing I could do with this machine. I'm never ever working here again. I don't think the bosses would let me come back with how I left anyway. You've left? What? I'm really confused. So there doesn't seem to be anything over this side. I would have thought that metal flower would work. Pull it. It looks like someone tried pushing paper through here, and then when they couldn't get it through, they kept shoving till it got stuck. Gonna need to yank it the rest of the way through. Come on. Ha, got it. Good. What is this anyway? It better not be a flyer. Oh, it's a newspaper. No way. Copperman Times. Lord Constable defends end of active investigation the Artisan cases. Yesterday, Lord Constable Doyle officially announced that the Awaya Isles Constabulary would cease active investigation into the Artisan murders. The case is not closed. We understand there are many questions regarding the Artisan, Doyle stated. However, it has been 5 years since the last confirmed Artisan case, and we have reasonable evidence to suspect it may remain the last. Until new evidence comes forward, we will deprioritise it until the customary case renewal date. The Lord Constable was unable to explain what reasonable evidence existed to prove his claim at this time. Though there has been some debate around the Artisan's victims, the last known incident occurred when Kelly Durwood was found in Aird General Park. See pages 8 to 9 for our review of the case and this heated decision. 5 years? Oh. So it's 5 years has passed. Because she said that was today's paper. Okay. I read all that, thanks. I'm not reading it again. Yeah. This has to be a mistake. It can't have been 5 years. Essie read what the paper stated were the details of the last known Artisan incident. One sentence struck her. Yeah, I read that. That isn't right. The last thing that happened was... Ah, blast. I lost it. I was close to remembering things and it's gone. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. My head's clearer, but the fogginess isn't gone. At least the door's open. I better get going. Ow, creak. Ha-ha. Scrap, it's cold. Dark too. Must be past 10 bells. I keep right-clicking. Stop doing that. I can barely see anything. Though she could make out the streetways in front of her, the way she had come was a wall of clouds. Creepy. I don't even see the door anymore. It's okay. I had to go forward anyway. The question is, which way forward? Lit path, I guess. The light feels nice. Makes it feel like a normal walk home instead of a freezing headache one. What's this? This is the paper that we had at the beginning of the game. Okay, so I don't need to read all that again. Illuminated by the lamppost light pinned to the wall was another newspaper clipping. I know this one. Her attention was drawn to the final paragraph. The Artisan murders began over 40 years ago after Mary Chapman, a faceless prostitute, was found dead and posed by the docks. Right, it all began with Mary. They found her like she was watching the stars or the airships coming in. The Artisan's later victims got more elaborate displays. Hope she rests with the sea now. Let's get going. The plaza's empty, no surprise. If it were a few hours earlier, the trolleys would be zipping back and forth. No one's going to stick around this late though, especially with all this cloud. However, Essie found herself glancing around the plaza until she saw the clock. A wave of discomfort hit her. Feel like I'm late. Really, really late. But I'm getting closer to where I need to be. I can feel it. I just have to keep looking for a way forward. Okay. This goes back to the factory district. Maybe this way? Another way. Let's take another look around. Try this way. Huh. Rail tracks. These connect Erd to the other main islands. No trolleys coming tonight though. Let's go that way then. This way goes towards the lower levels of the island. Maybe this way. Yeah, we'll go that way. Okay, the cloud looks really thick down here, but as long as I stick to the street, I'll be fine. There's another newspaper clipping near the lamppost. Oh, I haven't seen this one. Who is the Artisan? We know what the Artisan does, but who is he? Those scouring years of rumours and reports, we've cobbled together a rough profile of what is considered the popular image of one of Awaya's most infamous killers. A tall, strong man capable of carrying fully grown adults. A well-dressed figure, a gentleman perhaps. His cloak appears finely made, though later reports say it's ragged or has grown ragged, depending on the story. Someone armed with unknown machinery. Some witnesses have claimed to have heard mechanical sounds in the areas that Artisan has been. Stupid papers. Easy for them to play up his image by calling him a gentleman. He's nothing but a blasted... Ah! I'm getting real tired of this blasted headache. Pain's still there, but not as strong. I can almost ignore it, except when I try thinking too far past the gaps in my memory. I feel so close. I can almost think about what's supposed to be there. Feels like the closer I get to where I need to go, the clearer things get. I just have to hang in there a little longer. Though Essie could not see where she was through the cloud, her steps continued without pause. Each step pushed back against fogginess over her mind. I've been this way before. There's a bump that's easy to trip over. There's that dented sign. And there's that gap in the cobbles to look for. If I keep going, I should eventually see her. Huh? Essie stopped. A distant shadow appeared ahead of her. Looks like a person. Who else would be wandering around this late? Most factories are closed by now. I'd bet on nothing good, but they probably say the same about me. They're just standing there. Something feels off, but I can't stay here all night. I either go past them and hope they don't pay attention to me, or wait until they leave. Okay. Oh dear. Right. Great. Oh, we'll wait for them to leave, I guess. Forget it. I don't know who they are or what they're doing, but walking up to someone shady in the middle of the night's a fast way to end up a headline. I don't think they've actually seen me yet either. Better stay quiet and wait for them to go by. They're looking a lot bigger than they did before. The figure approached quickly. The ground vibrated under their weight. It was a long, hissing, clanking step. Oh dear. It's the automaton. That sound! I know what that is! Essie tremoured. Every part of her screamed she had to run. She couldn't let that thing catch her. Instead, she locked her hand over her mouth. Don't move. Calm down. He hasn't noticed me yet. As long as it stays that way, I can avoid him. Don't move. Wait for him to pass. Oh no, not quick time events. Timed events last for the number of turns. Okay. Sometimes waiting can reveal new events or information as time passes. What? However, other times it will be important to act quickly within the limited time. Approach either option appropriately. Great. What? I don't know if I was supposed to do something. He's close. Keep walking, come on. No, I'm just going to wait it out. He's gone. Okay, calm down. Just keep moving forward. Uh-oh. No way. He's coming back. Scrap avoided notice. He's coming right this way. Have to run for it. I knew it. He's following me. Come on. Move. Can't stop. Can't let him catch me. I've still got somewhere I need to go. Something I need to do. Though pursued and blinded, familiarity and purpose guided her. She ran until the cobbled path disappeared and the clouds surrounded her parted. When she saw what awaited her, she knew she was finally where she needed to be. Good. It was an old building overgrown with grass and signs of wear. Broken tiles marred the steps, the shutters had cracks, and overgrowth spread everywhere. The building had been forgotten for decades, save for a few. And as Essie remembered these things, she knew there was nowhere more terrifying. That's right. I was here. 5 years ago. That explains why there's been an absence. How could I forget this place? I hate it because it won't leave my head. As that memory snapped into place, the last of the fogginess over her mind lifted. She felt the air grow hot and a pressure wrap around her throat. I only came here for one reason. If it wasn't worth risking my life, I wouldn't have come. And now that my head's clear, I can say one thing. This isn't how it went. She shouted at the wall of clouds where the tall cloaked shadow continued their approach. Essie's breath hitched as the pressure around her neck increased. Think, what should I do? Things aren't happening as they did before, but I can't just stand here and do nothing. She looked to the edge of the island. If I jump, he won't get me. Scrap that, dying from falling's worse. She looked at the shadow. I could hit him with everything I've got, but going down fighting's all I'd do. I don't have anything on me that can do enough damage. Oh, have I failed? She looked past the cloud where a glint of metal and glass shone. It sparked another memory. That's right, Mum. You used to sing that one song to us, right? Don't forget your face. Essie pulled her mask, her face, off her neck. She looked into her pursuer's face, and then she woke up. Essie jolted upright and smacked her elbow into the bench. Ow, scrap! Despite the sting, she felt relief. There was no abandoned building, no cloud cover. There was only a lantern-lit street, a bench, and a newspaper. She glared at the headline. Lord Constable defends closing of Artisan cases. Essie pushed the paper aside. There's nothing here I don't already know. No wonder the papers are sceptic about the constable saying it's over. If I didn't know better, I would too. The artisan's gone quiet for years before, and just when you'd hope he'd quit or got what he deserved, more bodies would turn up. I don't know what evidence they got to assume the artisan might be gone. Probably just natter to keep the papers from holding their feet over the steamers. Because the only person who'd know exactly what happened the last time the artisan took someone, the actual last time, is me. It was 5 years ago. The papers have that much right. I was still working at Marley and Marley. And Giselle, before everything happened, she just wanted to have a decent lunch with me. Don't forget, we need to wear our faces before we head inside. This memory will continue. In the full game, I would think. I would think, even. Oh, don't like that noise. There we go. End of the demo. Well, that was something very different again. So it was a visual novel. Thank you. It was a visual novel, but also a point and click. Quite a simple point and click, because I think primarily it is a visual novel. But yeah, I like visual novels. I don't play them an awful lot. I mean, I like the ones that pervert expectations, like DDLC and Danganronpa. But that was quite fun. Yeah, quite enjoyed that. Very interested to see where that goes and what happened to Giselle. I guess I didn't fail. But it seemed to be like a period where you could do something, but I guess not. But that's it for Camera Anima. So thank you for watching, and I will be back with another demo. Bye!